We'll bring up Kathy Krebs. Kathy Krebs works at the ABA Litigation Section Children's Rights Litigation Committee. And I hope I got that right. I know you sent it to me. But I'm really appreciating you being with us, Kathy, and sort of who you are and what you represent and the partnership both here and in the past in general, lifting up these issues, partnering with Curry and others. And so thanks for being here. I'll give it to you to sort of introduce yourself further and tell us about your work.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Elliot. I am so thrilled and honored to be here. I've been listening off and on all day, and I'm feeling so incredibly inspired. Very grateful to Elliot and everybody working really hard to make this happen today, and all the organizers for putting it together. So thank you so much for having me. As Elliot said, my name is Kathy. I use she, her pronouns. I am with the Children's Rights Litigation Committee of the American Bar Association Litigation Section. The mission of our committee is twofold. One, we are focused on making sure that children and young people have lawyers when they need them. And when might that be? It might be if they're charged with a crime in the juvenile legal system, or if the state removes them from their families to place them into foster care through the child welfare system. It might be in education proceedings like special education or expulsion cases, might be in an immigration hearing, or it might be if they're experiencing homelessness. The second part of our mission is making sure that the lawyers that children and young people get are really good lawyers. They're well trained and able to represent their clients zealously. A really important part of making sure that lawyers represent their clients well is making sure that they know how to advocate for and empower their LGBTQ plus and Two-Spirit clients. LGBTQ plus children and young people deserve to be who they are. They deserve a life free of discrimination and bullying, and they deserve to be safe and thriving. Lawyers can play an important role in empowering young people to realize these rights, and our committee is committed to ensuring that lawyers for kids know how to do just that. So I want to tell you about how we do that by sharing two recent projects that our committee has worked on. Our committee partnered with Lambda Legal and 8 leaders who have lived experience in a variety of systems, including child welfare, immigration, and the juvenile legal system. Our goal is to come up with resources to help lawyers talk to their child and youth clients about their identity, how to literally have the conversations with them, and how to ask their clients about things like their race, their religion, disability status, and importantly, their LGBTQ plus status. Our team of lived experts also expanded the definition of identity that we as lawyers had been thinking about to be sure that it also included whatever the young person is passionate about, what they love to do. Our team was really clear that it's a really important part of their identity as well. And why is identity important to legal representation? Our team of lived experts talked about how it is important in a few different ways. One, when lawyers talk about identity with our clients, it's a way to get to know them, to show we see them as a whole person, and to express that we care about them. And secondly, a young person's identity also impacts their legal case. For example, whether they're in a safe and affirming placement, whether they're experiencing bullying at school, or whether they may have a particular avenue of relief in their immigration case. Understanding our client's identity enables us to be the zealous advocates to which they're entitled. So our team named this project Let's Talk About You, and we came up with a variety of tools for lawyers to help them have these conversations, including resources to help lawyers prepare themselves, tips for having successful conversations, and then ideas for ways to support a young person after a conversation about identity has occurred. We put these resources on a website, which I think will be dropped in the chat if it hasn't been already. And you should feel free to explore the website. Everything is free and open, and you might find something you can use in your own work, and you'd be welcome to. One of my favorite resources that we put together for the project were training videos for lawyers, illustrating how to have these conversations about identity. The scripts were written and acted out by lived experts on our team, and the results are both funny and helpful. Our team felt it was really important to show the lawyer screwing it up, doing it wrong, and then returning later to apologize, trying again and doing better. We felt it was critical to show what the young people on our team told us really clearly. It's okay to try to have conversations about identity, including LGBTQ plus status, and to fail, to not quite do it right. That's okay. But it's not okay not to try. It's not okay to not talk to young people about who they are. In order to advocate for young people, we as advocates need to understand who they are fully as a whole person with lots of intersecting identities so that we can work with our clients to ensure that they are safe, affirmed, and thriving. The second project I wanted to share was a training we did this past May in Humboldt County, which is in Northern California near the coast, really beautiful part of the country. There's a link to a news article about the training that I think will be dropped in the chat as well, if you want to read more about that. We did a training for lawyers who represent children and young people in Humboldt County, along with some of the Humboldt judges as well. And the training was called System Involved Two-Spirit and LGBTQ plus Youth, Increasing Engagement, Improving Advocacy, and Building Support. This training began with a panel of Two-Spirit and LGBTQ plus leaders from Humboldt County Transition Age Youth Collaboration who talked about their experience with lawyers and the legal system generally. This panel was incredibly powerful, and the panelists shared a lot of wisdom with attendees. Panelists gave lawyers in the audience advice about how to ask about their clients' pronouns, how to handle if their clients are dead named in court, and advice about not making assumptions about young people. Overall, panelists advise lawyers to be empathetic and respectful about everyone's identity and to never give up on a young person. We then had a presentation from the team at the organization Queer Humboldt, who talked about concepts, terminology, and resources. It was a great opportunity for the lawyers and advocates in the room to learn and also to ask questions in a safe space. We then concluded with a presentation from Curry Cook from Lambda Legal, who I know spoke earlier at this event. He was able to talk about federal and state laws, professional standards for lawyers, how to create respectful and affirming courtroom environment, and legal advocacy for trans, non-binary, and gender diverse clients. We had a full room, and it was a powerful training. I wanted to share these projects as examples of the work that we're doing, really ensuring that lawyers for children and young people are affirming their LGBTQ plus and Two-Spirit clients and empowering them to enforce their rights. The American Bar Association Litigation Section Children's Rights Litigation Committee has long been committed to this work, and we will continue to advocate zealously for LGBTQ plus and Two-Spirit young people. We are definitely not slowing down. Thank you so much again for having me here today.
Before you go anywhere, Kathy, the question
Yep.
everyone gets, what do you do for joy? What are you doing when you're not working to get some joy?
Oh, joy. I love to read. I just love to read. And I love to be near the water. So any chance to be sort of in a place where I can have a water view is welcome and lovely.
Absolutely.
And also, honestly, being in a community like this brings
Yeah,
me so much joy. I'm so grateful to be here.
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I've fooled you all into thinking this was work, but really I just wanted to spend time with everyone. Well,
You
thank
did
you.
good.
Yeah. Thank you, Kathy, for joining us
Thanks,
today. I
everyone.
appreciate it.